there is a certain amount of flexibility you have when you pick your entity, in that if you want to change, under most states' laws, Texas included, you can convert the entity from an LLC, for example, to a corporation, and it just requires certain paperwork. Where on the front end, what you're trying to figure out in terms of the entity choice is, what are the goals of the primary owners of the company? Are they owning something that they're going to hold passively and it's going to generate passive income, like real estate, for example? Or are they trying to operate a business that they're going to be involved in on a day-to-day basis? Some types of entities, like a limited partnership, for example, does not allow for the participation of the limited partners in the management of the affairs of the business, whereas members of an LLC can participate in the company, same as shareholders with a corporation. So those types of decisions are often driven primarily by what the owners of the company want in terms of their involvement in the business. So for corporations, there are just corporations. A lot of times people talk about C corporations or S corps. That's just a tax election. And the distinction between a C corp and an S corp for tax purposes, generally speaking, is that the C corp is taxed at the corporate level, and then distributions made to the owners in the form of dividends are also taxed. For the S corporation, it is also somewhat limited in the types of owners you can have. So the ownership of an S corporation can't include shareholders that are other entities unless it fits into a certain narrow group of entities. So you can have a trust be a shareholder. Individuals like you and me can obviously be shareholders in an S corporation, but an LLC can't be a shareholder of an S corporation. Choosing the entity is one important part, and then getting the rest of the corporate documents in line to work together towards the goal of both the business and the business owners is crucial. So you want to understand how much involvement the owner wants to have in the business, and that will help drive whether the business is manager managed or member managed, if you're choosing an LLC, for example. And the difference there is that for a manager managed LLC, if I own the business, I can hire managers to manage the business, and they don't have to actually be owners of the business. Whereas in a member managed LLC, the members have the power to manage, and the members would always have the power to choose the managers through voting and things of that nature. But that's one distinction. We might have talked about it earlier, but limited partners cannot participate in a limited partnership. The general partner is the one that controls the management of the affairs of the business. And a lot of times what you'll see is the general partner itself will be some other entity. A corporation or an LLC will serve as the general partner, have a pretty minuscule amount of equity in the company, and then the limited partners are the ones who own the vast majority of the equity in the company and the value, but they don't participate in the management of the company. And that sort of framework works better for a more passive type of investor, such as in a real estate circumstance or something of that nature.